You punched a 62-year-old woman in her face? In her face?
He did. He didn't know her. He did not. It was road rage. And Shackelford is about to lose her mind. I've never seen her this vicious.
I understand people get angry when driving. But for somebody to get out of their vehicle, come up to another vehicle, and I'm as guilty as he was for yelling. We were both yelling. But I stayed in my vehicle. I was seat belted in my Jeep. This gentleman is half my age, and he punched me. By the time I realized the man punched me, he was already gone, ran the red light that he was sitting at, and took off. Now, this was just before Christmas and New Year's. Any plans that I had for Christmas and New Year's, I canceled. Because I didn't feel right, for one thing, going out looking like I did with my face all bruised up.
He punched you in your face?
Yes.
Ms. Domino, how old are you? I don't mean to, I know we're never supposed to ask a woman this question, but out of curiosity.
I was 62 when when this happened.
Okay. Is there more that you wanted to tell me?
The only other thing is, when my son found out, he was so panicked, and the first thing out of his mouth was, what if he had a gun? And nowadays you have to think like that. So I guess, yeah, that's all I've got to say. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to mention I did have $50 out of pocket for going to the doctors. And also I was supposed to have an MRI, but did not, due to them going to charge me over $3,000. So I ended up canceling that.
Okay. Mr. Zick, you offered this, or there was an agreement to 771.1.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. And this has been explained to Ms. Domino?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. Domino, the prosecutor and defense counsel made an agreement, and the agreement is the defendant's going to be put on probation and monitored. And if he is compliant with all of the terms that I order, after a year, the case would be dismissed. It would be a non-public record. But I'm inclined, if he's getting that, he's going to do everything I tell him to do over the course of his probation. You, sir, are a hothead. How old are you?
40.
You punched a 62-year-old woman in her face? In her face? My mother is 64. If you punched my mother in her face, I can't even imagine what would come over a human being, a grown man who's got a woman here sitting. Do you punch her in the face when you're mad at her?
Yes.
Does he punch you?
It's a question.
Shocking. It's shocking to me that someone, you come in, you present very well, but underneath your nice shirt and your clean haircut, you're the kind of person that punches a 62-year-old woman in her face over a road rage incident. Shame on you. You are that type of person because you did it, Mr. Zaywall. You are that person. You're the type of person that does that. You're the person that does that. Thank God you don't have a gun. You can have 771.1. The victim's aware of it. The prosecutor agreed to it. You're doing 12 months probation. They're recommending 10 days community service. You're doing 15 days of community service in the city of Taylor. You can't have alcohol or controlled substances unless they're prescribed by a physician, and documentation will be required. And you're going to be subject to random drug and alcohol testing as deemed necessary. You're not to smoke marijuana while you're on probation. You're going to test clean for that in 30 days. And if you don't like it, you can bring your doctor in, your medical marijuana doctor, if you have one, and he can explain to me about your bona fide relationship. You're not doing it while you're on probation. You stay out of establishments that sell and serve alcohol. You'd have no contact with Miss Domino. How long of a anger management class did he do, Mr. Dares?
8 hour. So it was like a couple, I think we broke up in 2 4-hour segments or 4 2-hour segments.
So,
That was all that was really available absent signing up. And
yeah.
so
You have 2 boys. I'm hoping that this was just the worst decision you've made, because Mr. Zaywal, you're raising young men and young women. And if young women see men act this way, then they think it's okay for men to treat them that way. And if young men see their father act that way, they think it's okay to act that way. So you have 4 little tiny humans that you're responsible for, and how you behave in front of them and the type of character you have is directly going to affect the type of people they turn out to be. You're doing the 12-week anger management class. Are you gainfully employed? Okay. No weapons, no ammunition. Have you done fingerprints? You have, okay. And there's a fine of 50, court cost of 50, state cost of 50, crime victims' rights fee of 75. Those 2 are mandated by the state of Michigan. There's probation oversight fees of $450 and community service fee. I gave you 15 days, so it's going to be $150 of community service. Oh gosh, I'm bad at math. And Miss Domino, you said you had $50 in unpaid bills you had to pay for.
Yes.
Is there any argument about restitution of $50?
nope.
Smart. It's $875, sir, that you're going to pay over the course of probation.
I will take care of it.
He will. Okay. One of your daughters is a very young teenager. Does she know you're here today?
Sort of.
If your daughter knows about this, I hope you two have a very serious, was anyone in the car with you? I hope you have a serious conversation about, like, daddy was wrong. And this is not the way that people act. And this is not civilized. You gotta raise these kids right. All right. Is there anything else?
Nothing for the people, Your Honor.
Nothing over here.
Here? Okay. All right, Mr. Zaywal. Those are my terms. And you'll talk to the probation department about whether or not you'd be eligible for early discharge if you paid off everything and did all of my requirements at the halfway period. By law, you're entitled to request early discharge. And I'm required to tell you that. So, but you gotta do everything. Do better. All right, we are all set.
Thank you very much, Ryan.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for coming out, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see you all again real soon. Bye.